Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. As always, we start with the unboxing. Here you can see some of my sizes. As you already noticed by now, this box is a bit more fancy than the rest of them. And it did came with an extra pair of laces. Having them on my hands, I can say they are a bit more nicer than the pictures from the webpage. Right now there are at least 16 colors on the webpage to choose. While I was checking what kind of rubber panels we find here, I noticed that the black one actually is the same as the yellow one. And what that means is that in time it might wear out. On this sneaker, I didn't find any reflective materials. In this shot we can see a bit better this Primeknit Plus material, which I actually like it. It just needs a bit of a better cut, and I will explain a bit later what I mean with that. The thickness, as you can see, is good. I wouldn't complain about that. We can see these different kind of panels, rigid, elastic. Here we can see the logo, not exactly the best color, but still is there. I'm not just crazy about golden colors. In comparison with Ultraboost Miami Nights, I would say that these ones, they don't have the heel that rigid, and that's a good thing actually. Here we can see both of these insoles, which are a bit more fancier than the regular ones. I actually like them, they look okay. In this shot we can see a bit the interior, which is basically the same as the most of Ultraboost 21. Here is the second sneaker of this pair. I usually do this part of video because I'm curious to see if it's well made as the first one, and they are well stitched and glued. And I have to say they are both of them okay.
It sound right, boys.
In the shot we can see the labels, and they are attached with some thread, so they had been passed from other people before me. And finally we have the weight test in comparison with Miami Nights. I'm not expecting to be lightweight because they are Ultraboost and they are never had been lightweight in the past. As we can see, Miami Nights, they have a bit more weight than the other one.
It sound right, boys.
In this picture we can see other Ultraboost 21 that I already reviewed it on this channel this year. And some physical comparison in between them. There is no big difference in between them. The laces, they have 90 centimeters on the black version or 35-43 inches. The midsole on the black version, it has a thin layer of paint, and that you can see it only if you scratch it.
It sound right, boy.
Here are the insoles. They are a bit different design on them. Here we have the interior. As you might expect, they are exactly the same. No difference there. Both of them, they have a thin layer of foam over the Ultraboost material. The thickness on the Primeknit is the same, obviously. And here is the first on-fit shots with this particular pair of sneakers. Please notice my arch is medium to high, so this is something you have to keep in mind when I'm talking about comfort. Even though those insoles, they didn't have big arch support, with these sneakers I didn't have issues in the past, so they are quite okay in that regard. First thing that I'm noticing right now is that they don't bother me as much as the Miami Nights on the heels, so that's a very good thing actually. In this extra video we can see that my toes, they have like around 2 centimeters or almost 1 inch space to the front of the sneaker, so that's a good thing. That is why I'm saying they are true to size to me. When you have at least 2 centimeters to the end of the sneaker, for me it means that half size bigger will be too large. That is my opinion, at least. So I will repeat, my size on these sneakers is 41 1/3, and the size of my feet is 26.2, 26.4 centimeters or 10.31 inches. In this video you can see how they fit on these Miami Nights and how much space they have, and I would say it's plenty enough for the big toe. My biggest problem with them remains right there where you are seeing those two merged panels. They are staying right over my toes in both sneakers, so that is not cool, you know. They should fix that. Go with the rigid panel a bit lower and everything is fine. Maybe one day they will actually do something about this and I will not have any reason to complain anymore, because otherwise they are cool sneakers, I like them, but you know, they are not okay with that thing there. So pros and cons. For pros, I would say they have plenty of colorways. Right now I think they are 16 or more. They are well made, more or less, because of the materials. They are good quality in general. They are very cool looking, we have to admit that. And now the cons. Well, most of them you already know it by now. If not, I will say it again. Those two merged panels, they are staying over my toes, so I don't like that. The weight, they have plenty of weight for running sneakers, almost 700 grams. This is not a joke. This particular pair doesn't have any reflective colors, materials, and I like to see those reflective materials in all the running sneakers because they are giving you a bit more safety during night. And the last thing, as always, the price. 180 euros or $180. In my opinion, that is a bit too much. I don't know for others, but for me it's a bit too much. So my final thoughts on them. If you like them, try them yourself. If it doesn't bother you anything I said before, I think you should buy them. And you have the money, obviously, because it's that expensive, you know. They should make more widths, you know, just standard is not enough, because not all the people they have the same feet. We are so many in this world, so what they did New Balance with Fresh Foam, they should do Adidas with Ultraboost. I think I will end here my review. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe if you want, that helps, you know. So have a nice day.